Hello everyone and welcome back to our little journey where we are right now on a radiated planet in the process of building our first base. In the last episode we woke up after a crash, it seems, and now we have gathered so much technology at least that we can survive on our own, at least for now. And also we are in the process of activating the space computer because someone told us to. We don't know who this is though. Searching cartographic archives. Universal Archive search reveals no prior claims on this site. Sonar test confirms site is suitable for construction. Let's claim the base. And with that, the foundation of our first base has started. This is exciting, even though we are not going to stay on this planet, of course. It's a radiated mess. Base computer online archives available. So now we can find some answers, hopefully, when we look inside. Entry follows. Storms sweeping across, but construction supplies low. Depositing shelter plans while need to back soon. Alright, we don't really know that much out of these sentences there yet, as there's lots of verbs of words that we don't know. Let's extract the plans though for, timber construction. We get timber walls, doors, roofs. And with that we can start now our first shelter, which is actually pretty important because with that we can survive storms and stuff like that, and don't have to return to the starship all the time. And this is now where we need to begin, construct the shelter. And we probably, do we have the materials though? We need lots of carbon for that. So before I really get going, let's collect us some more carbon out of these plants, the glowing plants that we have over there. And after gathering some more carbon, let's get back to the base and start construction. Where should we start with the first building? Where we have a nice view. There's some over there. Right on. Oh, there's a cave. Alright. Let's try to stay away from the cave entrance though and start with the first floor that we can have. Yeah, some over there. Then we go for a wall. We can actually go with making it a bit bigger, right? Like so. I think that is better. I think we do have enough materials for that. Some more wall. Oh, by the way, my radiation protection is down. This is looking fine. That is some good wood that we have there. Let's start with another wall. Another wall. And now we need more carbon again. Alright, it's expensive. It's expensive. Oh, there is a storm approaching. A radiated nuclear storm. So either I continue with the construction or we go underground, because underground usually also... Yep. Does it help? It helps. We can stay in this cave here. By the way, that's of course our cave, right? Where we had the salvaged tech there. And of course, that was my cave. But we can stick it out here. And also achieve our first milestone. Travel 8,000 units. Since I'm very impatient, let's go outside again. I think the storm is still raging. And we can continue though with the base construction. So another wall, another wall. Oh, and a new signal has been acquired. But I still want to finish that, of course, here. Oh god, it's really 10 radiation levels. The storm is clearing. Very good, we can get outside now. Unfortunately, my suit is just not strong enough yet to sustain any radiation or frost or so. Later on we will be able to survive it then. And let's continue to harvest a bit more, because I really want to finish that base. Okay, let's continue with the roof. We don't need two. And last but not least, a door. And with that, the first base has been finished. Isn't this a lovely building? It's my whole proud thing. And as we enter it, we can see that radiation levels in here are stabilizing. And in my Bifro Apri colony, as we can call it, we can also find some shelter during storms then. It's cozy in here. I don't have a lot of furniture yet. But at least it survives the elements. And look at the view when we exit it. Beautiful, isn't it? What a proper view for a traveler in this world. That is nice and all. Alright, base computer log has been updated. Let's have a look inside. previous user. Additional archives recovered. Construction largely a success. Recovered salvaged data from nearby plants locked. Scans indicate additional subterranean devices. Begin search. Whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success. I have access to their plans and perhaps I can learn from their efforts. A new building part, construction research unit. We do need magnetized ferrite and carbon nanotubes. Now magnetized ferrites, that is something that we don't know yet. And we do have a portable refiner though, right? And the magnetized ferrite can also be crafted in a refiner. There we still have some chromatic metals. Let's enter the ferrite dust. And we do get some pure ferrite out of that. That's still not what we really want, right? So let's start processing that. Do we have pure ferrite as well? Yes, we do already have some in store. So 36 units of it. I can also get rid of the rusted metal there again. Let's also recover or replenish our mining laser. And also gather some more carbon while we wait. Oh no, a drone. A drone is approaching and scanning us. We don't know what these drones are all about. I'd rather not find out. Very good, so we got this. We can stop the process because that is really enough. We do need ferrite dust for ourselves as well. And let's enter the pure ferrite, right? And as we can see, this is then turning into a magnetized ferrite. Let's start the processing. After a bit of time, once again, let's stop the process and get us that into our inventory again. And now we should be able to build us a construction unit. Let's have it... Should we build it inside, actually? I think we can build it inside. Right, so... Construction unit. Oh, no, sorry. Was it... Now we need to build it outside. Alright. And you know what? Let's have it right beside my base computer. Makes sense to me. There you go. Oh, another radioactive supercell is approaching. Diagnostics suggestion: user should recover salvaged data from buried technology. Equip and utilize an analysis visor. Research buildable technology. We already have 2 salvage data, right? So we could go with the base teleport module. As we can see, we have the timber structures now, the stone structures, alloy structures, and my core technology. This is only the beginning though, there's way more than that. Let's go ahead and salvage or research the teleporter, because I will need this. A personal teleport device, so we can then teleport more quickly to other locations. And let's also find out more about. We can now also upload the base. If we want to capture a base screenshot, we can also rename it. I think we do need to start with the teleport program though. Yeah, there's a storm. Let's get inside. And from the inside, watch out for the storm to pass. We can also enjoy the view in the meantime. Alright, storm is clearing. Of course, I was not idle. Rather, crafted all the materials that we needed for our base teleporter. And where should we have it? Where should we have it? Yeah, let's have it next to our base. There you go. A teleporter that we have. But it does need power. We don't have that. So what I need to do, I need to learn the biofuel reactor. However, we do need more tech. So that means I do need to get out there now and find us some more buried technologies. Right over there is some more. And perhaps there's something closer. But I think not. Alright, let's get over there then. And there it is. And I think there was one also closer. There it is, another one. As it is so close already, let's go for it. Oh, radiation protection. Always. On our way back to the starship, what do we find? A knowledge stone. What is it about? Memory of the Vakeen. The stone resonates, producing a sound that fills my mind. A vision begins to take shape. I see two large aliens locked in combat. Eventually one triumphs, leaving their victim to bleed to death. With the last of their strength, the vanquished alien gestures towards me. Accept the knowledge. The name Vaikeen floats in my vision, an echo of the strange vision I just experienced. A word in this alien tongue is seared into my brain. And we have learned a word, the Vaikeen. Also some mysterious alien structures we find out there. And they contain navigation data that we can collect. Let's hope there's nothing else here that lingers. Let's collect it all. What we can do with that, we'll find out later. Right now it's all a big mystery to us. After our successful expedition into the unknown, we come back to the base. Looking at my construction research, we should now be able to research our biofuel reactor. And there it is. We do have 4 salvage stators. This only costs 1. And we will also need some electric wiring that we can then use to transport the energy. Nothing else at the moment. For the biofuel reactor, we also need another plating. So we do have that. Metal plating. And I think we should be able now to do everything. Let's have it a bit closer to the teleporter. Best probably right behind my base, where we can always quickly repair it. And let's also connect it with our base teleporter. Perfect. Now we need to fuel it. Biofuel unfortunately needs manual recharging all the time. We can fuel it with oxygen, condensed carbon and carbon. Let's go with condensed carbon, as we do have a bit of that. And as we can see, burn time remaining 23 hours. And that is real life hours, so it can now stay awake for quite some time. And it's powering our teleporter. Unfortunately, I cannot go anywhere yet. I think, can we go to the space station? No, nothing has been unlocked yet. But at least the mission was successful. Habitation program initialized and completed. We do have our very first base on a radiated planet. Base computer log has been updated, because of course we don't want to linger too long here. And we continue finding out more. Another entry. Scanner detected unusual broadcast repeating 16 from this base station. Warning, end of archive. The base computer archives have reached their end. It seems there is nothing more I will learn from them. My predecessor appears to have left their base and headed to the space station. Alright. Oh, there's another storm brewing, by the way. I should probably leave here soon. Investigate the space station. We do need to get back to space. So let's head back to my starship. And let's hope that we do have some more fuel left in stock. Can we exit? No, not enough fuel for my launch thrusters. We do need spaceship fuel, right? Or starship fuel. We do need another plating for that and hydrogen jelly. We do have that. We have everything to craft us a starship fuel. Put it into the thrusters and now we can go online again. Up to space. Let's leave the base behind. Have a last look at it. Of course we're coming back to it, so don't worry. And let's go back out there. Out in space, we do receive a signal somewhere over there of a space station. Let's go for it. And there it is. A pretty big structure. Let's begin the docking procedure and enter it. Pretty atmospheric, dramatic entrance to, yeah, quite the alien structure that we found. Explore the space station, find life forms to ask about a mysterious signal. Let's go up here, have a look around. And what we can see is that there's quite a lot of life forms that would offer us some research. We can't understand them at the moment. And they also don't offer anything, so Nothing we can do about this. Hopefully we find someone here that we can talk to. Perhaps those guys can help me. Ask about 16. Hearing the code seems to cause the life form to shrink, a look of fear crossing their face, and then, in an instant, the fear passes. They look at me strangely but say nothing more. Is it really you? Forgive me, I've been searching for such a long time. I'm contracted to aid you in this and every cycle. Don't worry, everything was paid for a long time ago. It's all quite above board. As the stranger speaks, a smell assaults me, a pheromone infesting my brain, giving me memories of places I've never visited, of actions I never took. Of myself in a mirror, aged and alone, of this gag cradling their fallen brethren, of a bargain made many years from now, a contract signed across the cosmos. The vision ends and the overseer remains. The overseer promises to expand my base, allowing me to recruit other workers. They require a construction terminal. Unfortunately, I need to decline. What an interesting encounter. This one has something to say. We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we have left you. Though the alien speaks, the words are not their own. A string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare, locked directly to my exosuit. The crimson light fades away and I see the life form glaring at me. Whatever has happened, they do not appear to have witnessed it. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer would be able to make something of this code? Let's leave. Alright. There was a crimson light that we've seen, but nothing else. Upgrade your inventory at the Exosuit Technology Merchant. When ready to leave, use the teleport to go back to the base. There's also a galactic terminal here that we can use to finally do some trading. Let's see what's in store. We could purchase some metal plating there. We could also sell something perhaps. Nothing really of value that we would have at the moment. Salvage data is worth quite a bit. 150,000 credits out of 3 salvage data. But I think we keep it to ourselves for now. There is a mission, but no mission available. While we're here, we could also request dialect help from the locals and talk to them what a symbol would mean, technology for example. And we can learn new symbols and new words with that from the Vy'keen, for example, for weapon. Whenever there's something now coming up from Vy'keen, we do at least understand the word weapon. Another journey milestone. I've learned 5 words. And let's get over there, because there's the exosuit upgrade, and I think one is for free. We'll just find out. There it is. Let's upgrade the exosuit with another inventory slot. Having learned a few words and also got the Crimson Eye and upgraded my exosuit, it is time. I can't do anything else here. They don't talk with me yet. I don't understand them. To get back to my base, we can use this space station teleporter for this. And there is my B4 Apri colony. And let's warp to that. Very conveniently, we are back on our planet, back on home. Back at home, enjoying that beautiful view once more. And something is happening at my base computer. Archives terminated. Begin decryption. Decoding 16. The traveler finds the wings. Fly to us and claim your place among the stars. Alright, a new signal has been detected of a life form. And it's a distress signal that is reaching us. So let's reach the signal. We could either use the starship and waste some fuel, or I could also go back to the space station. I think that's the easier path, and launch from there, because then I save the fuel. Back on the space station, let's get to our starship. So this is very convenient now. We can just warp around if we want to. We don't need to travel all the time. Let's launch. Oh yeah, back in space. We need to find the signal, which is over there. There's the distress signal, and let's warp to it. Oh, that looks like a big, big ship that has crashed there. So there's the location, and I think we know where we need to go. And let's land. It's still the same planet though, just somewhere else. Let's activate my visor and have a look at that. And yes, it's indeed most likely that ship. Let's get over there. And there we are. Massive structure indeed, or ship. That crashed here a long time ago. Oh, we don't need to recharge. We still have a bit of oxygen left. We should really hurry up with that. And there is the distress signal coming from. Log damaged. Partial records available. The signal has led me to the wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but the misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log, blinking, awaiting input. Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. A schematic for hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. I pulled a blueprint from the computer, but this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed it here after the crash, hoping it would be found. And the hyperdrive we find with that. With that we will be able then to take to the stars, literally, to other star systems. We found it. It's going to be quite expensive. We do need to get back to our starship first. And then work on the proceedings. Perhaps there's still something here, right? Looks like it. Let's have a look inside, shall we? There's a door that we can open. With a cargo pod inside that we can unlock. And we do get a warp cell out of that. That is very successful. Oh, and a huge burst of radiation. Let's get outside. It is depleting my radiation protection in an instant, as we can see. But still, that warp cell was nice. There's another one. Let's also do this. As I'm greedy and I want to find out what's in these very, very precious cargo pods. Some nanites. 20 of them. Let's get outside before it explodes again. And let's get back to the starship. Before I fully head back to my starship though, we want to grind out some more technology that we can find, right? So there is actually 2 buried technology modules close by and a cobalt deposit as well that I will definitely want for myself. And the weather seems clear enough. Fine day to walk on a radiated planet. Very strange. This one is actually outside. Let's just gather that. And I think then we have the cobalt right here. Oh, and there's a drone. I think the drone will not mind, right? Let's start getting us the cobalt, as that is a very valuable resource. Okay, after all this grinding, finally back at the starship, we can now install the hyperdrive. Which will need then some microprocessors and chromatic metal. Now, chromatic metal we can already produce ourselves. Microprocessors, however, can only be purchased on space stations. And for that, we do need money. Lots of money. So what do? We go back to the space station, sell some of the salvaged tech that we found, and purchase us the microprocessors with that. Right after that, we're going to install the hyperdrive, and then take to the stars, literally. Stay tuned.